Hey, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look, I am wearing ears. Y'all know I am crazy. Good morning, you guys. Say hey when you hop on. Welcome to the Daily Drive. It is Wednesday, so y'all know I get super excited. I just heard a weird noise over here, and I'm in here by myself, so that was a little weird, but y'all know I get super excited about Wednesdays. So it is Wednesday. Say hey when you get on. We're going to talk about gratitude today because that's just what we do on Wednesdays. And so I just want to say that I had LASIK surgery last week. I am feeling a lot better. You can probably tell from my energy, I am feeling a lot better. And I have to be honest with you, one of the reasons that I wanted to get LASIK surgery to fix my eyes was because I wanted to wear all of my Mickey ears. Good morning, y'all. Hey, Lisa. Say hey when you get on. But one of the reasons I wanted to fix my eyes is to wear all of my Mickey ears. If you have followed me for like any length of time, you've probably seen that we have, I think, close to or maybe even a little over 40 pairs of Mickey ears right now. I started collecting them. I did not realize that my old glasses are still over here. I did not realize that it wouldn't be real comfortable to try to do ears and glasses and all of that at the same time. So I never really wore them. I just like hung them up on the wall and started a collection. And now that I got LASIK and got my eyes fixed, I can wear my ears comfortably. And so I'm super excited about that. These are my newest ears that I got on our last trip. If you are a Disney fan, then you probably know there was a ride at Hollywood Studios called The Great Movie Ride, and they decided to revamp it into a Minnie and Mickey and Goofy themed ride. And so now it's called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I think. And I got the ears the last time we went. Look at Goofy. Oh, where is he? There he is. Look at Goofy in the little train. I love these ears. So I'm excited that I can wear ears, and I'm gonna have to start like cycling through all of my ears. If y'all want me to do the daily drive in a new pair of Disney ears every day or every time we do it, let me know. And again, say hey. And random side note, all of our ears are hanging up on the wall like a border around our living room. And so I have to use a grabber to get them down because I'm so short. So to wear these, I had to get this grabber out and grab these ears off the wall. And I'm going to have to do the same thing to put them back up, although I don't know if that's going to work the same way. So my husband might have to put these back up. But I had to get this grabber to get them down because I'm short. That's a random side note. Anyway, this is the Daily Drive. I gave you all a LASIK update on Monday's Daily Drive. And so I have some more thoughts about my LASIK experience, my LASIK journey. But since I've already done a Daily Drive about that, I'm just going to record that separate and pop it up on my YouTube channel and my website, which leads me into my website is live. You can now go to dailydrivecoaching.com and see over time, I'm working on it gradually, but you'll see a lot of the daily drives on there. You will see some blog posts from me with mindset help. You will see some services that you can get. You can subscribe. I will eventually have like an email newsletter. We can chat back and forth. So check out dailydrivecoaching.com. I am super grateful to have that ready to go. And so check out that and YouTube. You can also find Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube because I will pop up a LASIK update or like a LASIK part 2 with some of my extra thoughts on LASIK. But since I've already done a Daily Drive about that, I want to keep the Daily Drive to what it's supposed to be, right? And so Wednesdays are for gratitude. If you have followed me, I might have to take these ears off because I think they're bumping the stuff on the shelf behind me. I hear things. But if you've been following along with the Daily Drive, y'all say hey when you pop on. Say good morning. Give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. If you've been following along with the daily drive for, any length of time really, then you probably have picked up on the fact that Wednesdays are for gratitude. We talk about gratitude on Wednesdays. It is one of the main sections of the daily drive worksheet that I will pop in the comments when I hop off of here. Because, again, with my eyes, I don't have my ring light on, so the lighting probably looks a little bit different. I'm still letting my eyes rest a little bit more. So I'm going to let y'all do the daily drive on your own, and I'll pop it in the comments. But gratitude is one of the main sections of the daily drive because it is so important to changing your mindset and to restructuring your brain. When you think about gratitude, it releases the same hormones into your body that are associated with the feelings of bliss, the feelings of calm, the feelings of joy, all of that good stuff. And so simply thinking about gratitude starts to work all of those good feelings, those good hormones in your body. And when you intentionally do that, so when you're thinking about something that really isn't something you need to think about, or if you're worrying or whatever it is, and you intentionally redirect that to a gratitude practice or thinking about gratitude, because it releases those hormones, you're going to literally and physically change the chemical makeup of your brain. And over time, we call it a practice because over time, the more you do it, the more often you do it, the more often you think about gratitude and intentionally redirect your thoughts towards gratitude, the easier it becomes. You start to train your brain and you start to fix or redirect things that have been there maybe for your whole life, right? So, all right, yeah, I gotta take them off. I feel like you hear these little clicky noises. It's making me feel like I'm bumping stuff. So my newest ears, I'm gonna take them off for the rest of this because I guess I move my head too much and they're making noise. But anyway, but let me know if you want me to do the daily drive in a new pair of ears for the next 40 ones, because that's how many ears we have. But anyway, when you make gratitude a practice and you intentionally take on an attitude of gratitude, hashtag attitude of gratitude, it changes the chemical makeup of your brain. We've talked about using gratitude for sleep. We've talked about using gratitude to, redirect your negative thoughts. And I asked a few days ago, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. Make sure you wear your green all month. My whole room is green, but make sure you've got your green on and you're bringing awareness to mental health. Hashtag break the stigma. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I asked the other day, what were some things that you all might want to hear about, discuss, learn about on the daily drive? And it was mentioned that you would like to hear, one of you would like to hear about staying positive while you're living with chronic illness or chronic pain, or you find out you've been diagnosed with something, right? And so what do you think I'm going to tell you, since I'm choosing Wednesday to talk about this, right? I myself have a uterine fibroid. It's basically a tumor in my uterus. It's not cancerous, hallelujah, but it's a mass. It's basically just a mass in my uterus. And so it makes my periods extra awful. It makes me have hot flashes. It makes my hormones crazy. And so it's kind of a chronic thing right now. It can be removed, but that's next on the list of things to work on, right? But so right now it's kind of a chronic thing for me. We flip our language, I get to live with something that I can turn into a platform for positivity. Yes, it's hard to deal with. Yes, it makes me feel different things. But like I said a second ago, what do you think we're going to put together since we're talking about this on Wednesday? We are going to become our best selves and learn to live with things that are maybe out of our control by, guess what? Redirecting to gratitude. This is something that I got into really heavily when I first learned that I had the uterine fibroid. So if you have a uterine fibroid or anything like that, it has like all kinds of symptoms, right? But the biggest one that I was feeling was just like excruciating pain kind of all the time. Like I kind of get like little stabbing pains sometimes. My periods were awful. It kind of affects the rest of my body because I guess those nerves are all connected, and so I get shoulder pain from it. And so I learned early in the diagnosis of that. I'm super grateful that I know what it is. So we went to, I think we went to Patient First, because again, I was feeling like pain, I was feeling sick, like extra sick. And when I was in high school, when my periods first started as an adolescent, I don't have memories of having bad periods. Like I don't remember having horrible cramps. I don't remember feeling sick. Like I just remember that, it was the week of my period, and then when it was over, it was on with the next, right? And so thinking back on it, I can kind of slowly see over the timeline where maybe the fibroid started to develop and my periods and things started to feel worse. And so we went to Patient First because I was feeling sick and I was feeling the pain there, and it wasn't going away after my period. And I had felt it for like a week before my period. Y'all, I basically have like a week out of the month where I don't feel like I'm on my period, right? And so it took a lot out of me. It was great to know what it was. It was great to have a means to research how to live with it, how to manage it, how to reduce the symptoms. But it took a lot out of me. I was at a time where, and still feel like I am the healthiest that I've ever been. I am not looking at myself in a weight loss sense anymore. My mindset is pretty much under control. Like I'm at a time, and was diagnosed with this at a time where I felt like I was in a positive space and moving forward and whatever, right? And so then what happens when you're hit with something like that? It kind of takes you back a little bit. And so what I started to do actually was personal development. I found some groups on Facebook of other people that are going through the same thing. Some of you might be friends with me from those groups, and I just started to understand what this was going to do to my body, how I was going to be affected by it, what I could do to minimize it. And then I learned, again, through personal development, that when you intentionally redirect those thoughts towards gratitude, it changes the way that you see things going forward. And when I say intentionally change those thoughts, the gratitude that you are working on at that point has to be, or gets to be, intentional gratitude. So when I start to feel bad, this is the biggest one for me, y'all. Vulnerability here. I will always be honest with y'all. My husband and I have been together we've been together total for 8 years. We're coming up on our 5th wedding anniversary this month, actually at the end of this month, and we basically have been trying to get pregnant the whole time we have been married, and it hasn't happened yet. And so when I found out that I had this uterine fibroid, I kind of started to internalize the pregnancy issues a little bit, and started to kind of feel like, it was my fault that we're not getting pregnant yet because I have this mass here and maybe it's like pushing in the wrong way or whatever. And so I started to internalize that. And I really did a lot of personal development to get myself out of some darkness that was related to having that diagnosis. It's great to know what it is, but it put me into some darkness. And so what I learned through the personal development that I did, and again, personal development, you get to specifically look for what you need. So I specifically looked for personal development related to having a uterine fibroid or having something, similar that you have to, or that you are now living with, right? And it really helped me to understand that although there's this one thing here, there is so much more in the rest of the world that is there for us. And so what I learned in the personal development that I intentionally started to do related to illness and feeling whatever, because again, we're talking about staying positive through chronic illness or chronic pain or whatever you've got going on, right? What I started to learn is that when you intentionally pick things to be grateful for, you intentionally glean things to be grateful for that are related to what you're going through but are positive, you can change all of that. And so here's what I mean. Here's the example, right, where you're intentionally redirecting the gratitude. So I have this uterine fibroid, and when the symptoms of that start to get really bad and I start to feel nauseous, or when I start to feel pain, or when I start to internalize, feelings of guilt, again, with reproductivity and all of that, when I start to become aware that I am thinking those things, I then intentionally take back control and switch that to gratitude related to intentional things with my body or with whatever is making me feel those thoughts, right? So with me specifically, it's the uterine fibroid. And so when I start to feel, when I start to slip into that mindset of maybe the reproductive issues that we have been struggling with are my fault, when I become aware that I'm thinking that, it's up to me to flip that, right? Because who knows what it is, right? It's the plan of the universe, whatever is going to happen with us. We're open to adoption. We're open to, IVF, or like whatever route we end up having to take, we're open to. And so there's really no need for me to internalize feelings like that. Okay, let me drop a sunshine or something if you're still following me and you get what I'm saying, right? Because that's the biggest thing for me when I start thinking about the uterine fibroid, is that maybe our reproductive issues are my fault. So when I become aware of that thought, I then get to take 90 seconds, because it takes 90 seconds to shift energy and emotion in your body and brain. I get to take 90 seconds in the other direction and start being grateful for this body that the universe gave me, that I am blessed with, that I can do so many other things with, right? So I may be feeling a little bit of uterine fibroid pain, but I am so grateful that I have 2 feet that I can walk on, that I have 2 legs that I can use. I am grateful that I'm surrounded by abundance. I am grateful that I have a supportive husband that understands sometimes I just need some extra rest. I am grateful that I have a body that I can live out my purpose. My purpose and my dream is to help the world understand that you can control your mind even when you live with anxiety and mental health issues. And this is one of the ways that you intentionally redirect that. You use gratitude in an intentional way to flip those thoughts. So maybe you, I don't know what a chronic illness is, but I know that some people live with chronic pain in different areas of your body. Like maybe you did something to your knee when you were a kid and it's never been right, or whatever it is, right? And so your knee just always hurts, right? You are grateful. Good morning, Katie. You are grateful that you have the rest of your body to use. You are grateful that you have hands to carry out your life purpose and your dreams. You are grateful that even though your knee might hurt sometimes, you have abundance around you that you can still connect with, right? The key is the intentional redirecting. So again, for me, I internalize a lot of thoughts and feelings related to the uterine fibroid and productivity and what we have going on. And so when I start to realize that I'm spiraling down that rabbit hole, that's what I call it, that spiral of whatever is swirling around in your mind, right? When I notice that I am thinking that way, I intentionally take control of my mind and redirect redirect it, right? And that might mean simply thinking it in my head, simply thinking what I'm grateful for in full, complete statements I am grateful for. That might mean asking my husband if he's got a minute to talk to me and work it out and spend some time being grateful for each other. That might mean reaching out to a friend that listens to you. That might mean journaling. That might mean listening to a gratitude meditation, like whatever it is. The point is that you're doing it intentionally. You are aware of your thoughts and you are intentionally redirecting them towards gratitude, and then that gratitude is intentional, okay? Like I said, when I start to feel some type of way, get in my feelings spiral about our reproductive issues and about my uterine fibroid, I intentionally flip that mindset to start thinking about, I'm grateful that I have this platform. A lot of people don't know about a uterine fibroid. A lot of people don't know what you can do to help it, right? So I now have a new platform that I can help even more people and reach even more people and make even more of a connection with people. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can still get up every day. I'm grateful that I can look out the window and see the sunshine, right? Katie, I love you. I still don't have my ring light on. The eyes are sensitive to like bright light. Like I just have the regular light on in the room right now and it's not that bad, but that bright light of the ring light. Yesterday it was cloudy and rainy here, and just like rain clouds are super white and super bright sometimes, and just that coming through the window was sensitive. Like I said in the beginning, I have some updates for the LASIK journey, so keep an eye out on Daily Drive Coaching YouTube channel and dailydrivecoaching.com, because I do have updates about all of that. But yeah, I still don't have the ring light on. Still just a little sensitive. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't know if you were on earlier when I had the ears on, but I'll put them back on at the end. But anyway, the point, the purpose, the sort of thing that makes the difference, the thing that pushes it over the edge for you, the thing that solidifies the change, the thing that changes the thought process, is that it's intentional, and that it's intentional about certain things, okay? I created what I call gratitude silos, and I always drop that in the comments after I get off of here on Wednesday too. And what I love about a gratitude silo and why I created it that way is that a silo is used to store something, fill something up for when you need it. And so I love the gratitude silos because there's 3 on my worksheet, and you can fill one up with everything you're grateful for about your body, everything you're grateful for about your finances, everything you're grateful for about your relationship. Like I have some examples at the top. I'll drop it in the comments, but gratitude literally and physically changes the chemical makeup of your brain and of your thoughts. So when you intentionally flip your mindset from thinking about your chronic illness or your chronic pain or your uterine fibroid or whatever it is that you have going on, when you stop thinking about that and you redirect it towards gratitude, what you have around you that you're grateful for, the parts of your body that you're grateful for. And y'all, I have even started to work in that I'm grateful for my uterus. I am great. And sorry, guys that are on here that watch me, #sorry, not sorry. But I have even started to add in, y'all, that I'm grateful for my uterus. I am grateful for my reproductive insides. I am grateful for whatever is going to happen with my body. I am grateful for that. I am grateful that I can get up every single day and be grateful and breathe and create happiness, right? So you stay positive, you keep a happy life. And y'all, this doesn't mean that like every single moment of every single day you're going to be all roses and sunshine and happy all the time, right? This means that you get to intentionally change that. There is no more excuses of, oh, it's just anxiety and that's just how I think. No, you get to control that. You get to take back your mind and make it an intentional practice to take back your mind. And you do that by intentionally thinking about gratitude. So what helps me the most in my uterine fibroid journey, in my chronic illness journey, whatever you want to call it, is gratitude, is thinking about gratitude. Stop thinking about how awful whatever it is you have going on is, and intentionally redirect it to everything else around you that you can be grateful for, to the parts of your body that you can be grateful for, to the abundance that is around you, to whatever it is that you can intentionally be grateful for and redirect those thoughts, right? So it's Wednesday, it's gratitude. Y'all asked me to talk about living and staying positive through chronic illness and chronic pain and whatever you want to call it. And that is how you do it. You always, like when in doubt, revert back to gratitude. You always use gratitude as a tool to flip your mindset and push you forward. And living with whatever you have going on, I'm grateful for you too, Katie. Living with whatever you have going on is a very small drop in the bucket of the universe, in the bucket of the abundance that is there for you. It's a little tiny drop. It might seem like everything in the world to you, which is totally understandable because it is. It's a big thing for you. But in the bucket of the universe, there is so much abundance around you. There is so much there for you to just tap into. So stop thinking about whatever it is that you are living with and start thinking about what you have to be grateful for. Specifically, the opposite of whatever you're stressing about. Find the gratitude in it. Be intentional. That is how you live with whatever it is that you have to live with. And when you have your moments, you phone a friend, you journal it out, you get the feelings out, and then you take back control and you stay grateful for what you do have, because you're breathing, you're living, you're getting up every day. It might seem hard, but you can be in control of it by taking control of those thoughts and switching it to gratitude. I'm gonna put these back on in case y'all missed them in the beginning. They make these noises and it was hard for me to talk. But one of the reasons I got LASIK, y'all, is to wear all of my ears. So here are my newest ears. Yes, that's such a great one, Katie. I am super grateful that my body can still carry me through life and still allow me to live out my purpose, even though I've got this other little thing going on. So intentionally flip those thoughts to gratitude. Intentionally make it a practice to get out of that mindset rut, that spiral, and intentionally think about what abundance you have around you. Intentionally be grateful for the body that you have and the things that you have around you. It will fully change you. Like I said, I'm even at the point now where I'm grateful for my uterus. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful that I can go be active and maintain a healthy body and honor the universe and God in that way. I'm so grateful for that, even though I wake up every day with this thing. So you stay positive and you live a happy life by thinking about gratitude, by intentionally redirecting your thoughts towards gratitude, even when you're thinking about your illness or whatever it is that you have going on. Y'all, like I mentioned in the beginning, I have more thoughts about LASIK and some after, now that it's been almost a week. My procedure was last Thursday. So it's been almost a week. So I've got more thoughts about LASIK. So stay tuned, keep an eye out, subscribe, turn on notifications for me, for Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube. Check out dailydrivecoaching.com. This has been my baby that I have been working on over the last little bit with one of my friends. You can see all kinds of information there. You can always also join Becoming Unlimited, which is just a free Facebook group where you can get all kinds of information about unlimiting your thought processes. I am giving away a Fitbit in there right now just for my top supporters. So all you got to do is join and interact. I will drop the Daily Drive in the comments along with the gratitude silos. And you guys, I am always grateful for you. Katie said she's grateful for me in the comments. I am equally grateful for every single one of my friends that gets on here, that connects with me. Most of you I haven't even met in person. And let me tell you, I love you anyway. It fuels my fire. Some of you are in my inner circle more so than people I've known for a long time. And so I'm always grateful for y'all. You always go in the joy jar. I'm going to let you do the daily drive on your own, and I will drop that in the gratitude silos in the comments. But you guys, stay intentional with your thinking. Stay intentional with your gratitude. And that is how you live a positive, happy life, regardless of what you're living with. I live with uterine fibroid and obviously with mental health. And I sort of stay in control of that by staying grateful just for life. Yes, Katie, friends by chance, family by choice. I love all of y'all so much. Y'all stay in touch with me. I love it when you send me your pictures of your daily drive, when you interact in Becoming Unlimited. It literally lets me know that this message is heard and that it's understood and that somebody somewhere gets something out of it. So I love it. Make sure you turn on notifications for me and for Becoming Unlimited and for Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube, dailydrivecoaching.com, so you don't miss anything. I have all kinds of information to give y'all over all the platforms. There will be some overlap, but I have so many things to talk about, from animal rescue to anxiety to just life. So keep an eye out on everything. Turn on notifications. Join Becoming Unlimited if you would like to, or if you want to let me know, I can add you. And y'all, you can live a happy, positive life regardless of what chronic illness or pain or whatever you're living with, simply by intentionally redirecting your thoughts to gratitude. The more often you do it, the more intentional you do it, and the more intentionally you do it, the easier it will become and the better your life will be. And you'll find yourself not even thinking about that thing as much anymore. You'll find yourself just waking up happy with intent and purpose and flipping your thoughts around, right? So stay positive and happy through life, through whatever you're living with, whatever illness, pain, whatever you are living with. Stay positive and happy by intentionally redirecting your thoughts towards gratitude. If you get anything out of this, please let me know. Leave a comment, like, share, tag a friend, all of the things. I love you guys. I am so excited to be back and like full energy almost. I don't know how long the ring light situation is going to be different. I'll see how my eyes feel on Friday because, again, the bright light is a little sensitive after LASIK. But I am so excited to be back to like normal schedule, routine, whatever you want to call it, and bringing y'all the information. Make sure you check out dailydrivecoaching.com and on YouTube. Join Becoming Unlimited. Like, share, comment, all the things. Turn on notifications. I love y'all too, Katie. I will see you soon. Bye.